Alright, standard beginner's quest, of course. Looks like we do have drinking water that restores health and mana, so that'll be handy. Definitely pretty busy as always with, you know, full of people testing out the beta. No trouble with mob spawns though, so that's always good. Alright, I agree for those who had to put down. They were at one time our friends, our families, but their souls were consumed. They gladly take our lives for our new master. Their new master. Leveled up. Each level gain, you're growing power, increasing health stats. Gains you a soul point, which you can spend in a soul tree to unlock new traits and abilities. Open your soul tree by clicking or hitting N. Let's do that now before I pick this new quest. Okay then. Soul attunement window, which shows which souls you currently have attuned, their soul level, and what special abilities or traits you have unlocked. Each soul has its own soul tree. The upper portion of the tree is called branches. You can spend soul points on new traits and abilities by clicking on the item you wish to purchase. And the lower portion of the soul tree is known as the roots. As your soul level increases, you automatically earn new abilities. Abilities you have yet to unlock are listed in red. Alright, so down here is the roots. These are the abilities that we learn. I'm wondering if these numbers are the levels that you learned in that. I thought I would just hit level 2. And then you have your other souls here that you can pair it with, which I'm wondering if you share soul points among all your souls, or if you can, or if you get like, you know, a set amount of points and then you can spend them in each soul tree simultaneously. Anyways, we'll spend some points here. Got fiery concentration, reduces pushback while casting fireball or cinder burst. Ignition decreases casting time of your fire spells, and improved fireball increases the crit chance of fireball. I'm gonna go with ignition for now. Okay, so that's based on how many points that you spend that unlocks these spells. So I've unlocked Flame Jet, which is instant cast, 6-second cooldown, a 10 charge, smothers all enemies in front of the mage with flame, so like a cone burst, I'm guessing. Alright, next quest. This is the only patch of Claw Regulus hasn't swallowed, and we have only held it so long because of our Magitech defenses. When its minions took the call, they cut us off for most of our turns. With the defense consoles up and running, we can hold off Regulus' minions and buy more time to get to the time machine. Activate them and travel to Coke's Hold. So I'm guessing, I think I missed some of the lore here, but it looks like you can actually maybe, the opening here is you're traveling back in time. Like this is like in the future, and then you travel back in time once you have finished this beginning quest, and then you kind of go back to the world as you know, as it was before Regulus invaded or whatever. I can loot. Thanks, guys. Left player. Okay, sure. All right, so I'm going around activating these consoles now, killing undead around them. Apparently. I guess these indicators are showing where I can look, which is helpful to have it built into the mini-map actually, instead of only on the overworld map. Although I do want to check. It does also show up on the main map as well. Another thing that I always try to look at when it comes to, you know, like how much they've learned from the past, previous games in the series, and of course I have to say WoW mainly because, you know, WoW is simply the biggest and, in my opinion, the best, the most polished, I would say, MMO out there. So like, I feel like a lot of games don't like look at what WoW's already done right. They don't learn from, you know, the mistakes that WoW's corrected over its 6 or 5 year life. The reason I bring that up is just because one of the annoying things is like when you have to wait a long time to collect items or interact with items that are in the environment. I mean, 3 seconds isn't a terribly long time, of course, but you know, just a little thing. For when you get to like quests that you have to collect like 15 or something items or whatever, like it's annoying when you have to take 3 seconds to collect each one of them. Anyways, that was easy enough. Now I'm speaking to Coke Teas, which is down the road a bit. Let's talk about the interface while we're running over here. I'm assuming that you can probably unlock extra action bars and whatnot. I'm kind of curious about, like, if you could take advantage of all the abilities from all the different souls that you have, because that would be, you know, I can imagine there'd be a lot of abilities. Definitely need some extra, you know, spots for it. But overall, the interface is definitely pretty clean. I'll have to explore it in full later and see if you know, get a better sense of it. It's hard to do so while I'm trying to do quest things at the same time. Anyways, it gives me a balanced staff, which gives me extra intelligence spell power, which is handy, and it's a good amount of experience too. Got a piece of equipment. I can imagine that works the same as it usually does. I've been tasked by Asha Katari to defend this position, and I'll be here until they drag out my stinking corpse. The spooks have driven us back to the small hold, and I'm counting on you and those ascended powers I have heard so much about to turn the tides, to continue getting out of Life Factory. I gotta kill endless dominators and spectral harvesters. Looks like it unlocks another soul for me, perhaps. So let's see here. Here's my character window. I can put this new staff I got to use as well. New staff in here. Looks like you got all the standard things: gloves, belts, shoulders, helmet, staff, offhand, range, weapon, neck, planar focus, trinkets and rings. I'm not sure what a planar focus is exactly, but I might just like another trinket sort of item. Looks like there's no necklace item. And we've got all this stuff, professions and whatnot. As well, when this location was attacked, our soldiers bled out their lives, and our machines bled out their source stone. Now the harvesters are collecting it to make Regulos the Destroyer even more powerful. So we gotta collect these source stones from their hands. I remove the source stone from their hands. I guess it's in the hands of the constructs or something around here. Let's just see. Okay, yes. Those guys are the ones that drop source stones. It's easy enough then. I'm always a fan when they combine multiple quests in the same area so you don't feel like you're wasting your time, you know? Probably check and see what mana cost of these things, just to make sure I'm not like wasting. Like, the Flame Jet looks like it's an AoE type ability, so I'm wondering if it's worth casting on these single target dudes. Definitely pretty cool looking, these Souls Harvester guys. Yeah, I guess probably better just stick with Fireball and Flame Bolt for now. That's kind of interesting too. Whoops, I detect the other guy, but that works too. Looks like it's pretty forgiving as far as you know, pulling multiple mobs and whatnot. Wasn't too deadly for me there. What I was gonna say though was I'm curious about the fact that, you know, if you take multiple souls. Looks like some of the souls are healing oriented or support oriented. I'm wondering, like, if you can heal while you're in a DPS spec or however that works. Hopefully we'll figure that out soon enough. Ah yeah, looks like I ran out of mana because I wasn't paying attention. Trying to talk instead of fight. Take their advice and drink some water. Water punches pretty quickly. back and turn these guys in.
Years to make, seconds to purchase. Always a pleasure.
Oh, I guess I gotta go all the way to Last Light, which is a different village, so I'm going the wrong way. Again, learn to read. If I can drop down here without killing myself. I don't want to find out. Just gotta fight my way through here though. If I check the cooldown on this ability, 5 minutes. I should probably be using that just for speed things up a bit. One lesson they did apparently learn from WoW or from other games is that it's nice to have like these like short sort of little quest hubs that you go from one to the other relatively quickly. Get a nice change of scenery every now and again, and we'll see if that plays out further past the starting zone and it's the main bulk of the game. Alright, got a new robe. New quest. Every time I see the hulking phantasms, I'm haunted by the memory of everyone we've lost in this death and misery. They have taken over the field between Last Light and the Temporal Flux, one of the key machines we need to send you back in time. So it looks like I was right about that. To get sent back in time to, I guess, prevent this whole cataclysm, LOL, from happening. And we got this new robe. This guy, Spirit Coercion. It has been a long time since we saw the Clary Isles. I don't know if you remember them, but I can sometimes still hear the music of the spirits in the Great Temple. We had such wonders, and it was all due to the great power we had amassed, making pacts with powerful spirits. They no longer grant us their power, so we must take it. So we gotta collect the power from spirits. More lore, which we'll skip for now.
We make our own reality.
Turn this quest. It's good to finally meet you in person. I have heard details on the wind of your great power. Silver finally made you a masterpiece when you made you. So I get to choose another soul. I think I'm gonna choose Equalomancer just so I have some healing powers. It says that I should pair it with this Warlock and Archon. Let's see which ones does it recommend to pair. Elementalist with Pyromancer. That's the only other one though, so we'll just go with this one for now, just because I mostly want to just test it out. I imagine you could probably change it later if I need to. Acquire a second soul, tune up to 3 souls at a time. I'm assuming by that wording they mean that you can change your souls at some point. Alright, another quest. It's time you know exactly what is in store for you. There's nothing we can do for Talaria here, nothing lies beyond these canyon walls but oblivion. The only hope we have left is to send you back in time so that none of this ever happens. Fortunately, Orpheal built a failsafe. It has the capacity to send you back to the moment of time that it was installed. Unfortunately, you need to travel into the areas held by the Endless Undead to activate all of its components. So you gotta go into a cave and activate Temporal Flux.
Remain ever vigilant.
Our home is gone, but our
Thought these people had something to sell for me.
We both
So I
have
can sell my junk here. Maybe I'm seeing things. I just don't know what's up here. I don't know what Defiant Stratego means. Looks like more lore stuff. Which I definitely, I appreciate the fact that there's lore there. For sure. It's, and I will be interested to read all this stuff when I'm not doing this video here. It's handy. Use this if you're stuck and cannot move, and it will kill you. That's nice. Looks like I should probably take my video settings down a notch because my frame rate's dipping pretty low here. Take a quick second to do that. I'll put it on medium. Yeah, it'll help a little bit. Might just be the fraps is dragging my thing down. Anyways,